Hello, and welcome to LoBas. Say hi, everybody.
Hello! This isn't the plane of Earth. What is this?
You'll notice that this is a very, very different session. To date this episode, congratulations to Quiz. He got married.
Married.
And right now, he's getting...
Technically, he was our... Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, he was flying back home. So, to not stress him out or, like make him miss anything super important, we're taking a week off to go fishing.
Yeah, y'all remember this?
Yes. I am still on my fishing kick. I still want to implement stuff like Why Slay Dragons when you could be fishing. Not sponsored.
Please sponsor him. He deserves it.
I'm not gonna get the sponsor. I'm not gonna get it. We talk too much about dicks and butt sex for that to ever happen.
Yeah, but what if?
I mean, poor Bailey has a dirty mind doing crit rolls. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not too impossible. I just have to watch my words one day.
One day.
Yeah, well, I'd have to get more.
But today is not that day.
Yeah, well, I'd have to also get more than 10 viewers on these videos. But anyway. We are going to be, instead of last fishing session, we're actually going to be doing in LoBas this time.
Okay.
This time frame is irrelevant. It is effectively non-canon for the sake of story-wise. It is quite literally just everyone has a day off to go fishing because life is fucking terrible and filled with a lot of chaos. So grab a
Now,
beer.
what are you trying to suggest?
Enjoy a couple of casts. See if you get anything interesting. And see the weird fucking fish that's going to be around here in LoBas, of all places.
Yeah. That is true.
That being said, you guys actually have 3 islands that you can actually fish from.
Oh.
One is the first island. You have the second island to the south. And you have the Grand Library as the third island.
Which one has the least polluted water? Hey, we don't know this map. Right?
It's been a while since I've used the Grand Library. The one with probably the least amount of pollution would probably be the second island. Because a lot of druids actually inhabited that area.
I'd say probably that'd be our best bet then.
Be aware that each island has their own fishing biome.
Yeah.
So, what you catch
And
on one island may not be the same as the other.
Alright.
And if we do the third island, we can use bookworms as bait.
Books. That
Right.
being said,
Yeah.
who is playing what?
Well, that depends. Jesse, what are you planning on doing?
I was gonna play Ari because he already likes fishing, so
So you still want to go with the idea of the polyhill trip?
might as well.
Alright, then. For now, I will be playing Sunny.
Alrighty. We got Ari, Sunny, and Lumen, who is Zeal's only option.
Sorry.
One of these days, I'll just roll up with a completely new character sheet, not tell anybody until it's game time, and be like, by the way, bitches.
Honestly, I could see that happening.
The main character has finally set the stage.
Stage of history.
Welcome back.
But he will potentially be joining us later. It's kind of a very loosey-goosey session, so attendance is not mandatory. But we will see where this leads to us. So, Ari, who exactly do you intend to bring with you on this fishing trip down to the second island. AKA, how many NPCs do you want with you?
I mean, I'd say Ari at first was planning on it just being Bluebell, just to like have a little session for themselves. But then Sunny wanted to come too, and if Sunny wanted to come, Xander wanted to come, and Ari's like, great, let's all go.
Turster.
Yeah!
Xander just says, hey, I'd rather be here.
Oh, well, I'll let it pass this time.
I imagine if that's the circumstances to how Sunny joins in, I will go ahead and say he just like puts an arm around Xander's neck and he goes, "Oh, come on, it'll be fun. You'll get to see the other parts of LoBas while you're here."
Yeah.
We still need to get Bluebell an actual token.
Yeah, and art. He has art yet, does he?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Permission time. Right now.
Do it right.
That's what the stream actually is.
Feature Gray added in picture.
Yeah, just like put the VOD of you drawing Bluebell, but like speed it up.
No, I should just go clip out like the Blue Bunny ice cream logo.
Not sponsored.
But yeah, go ahead and place down your token. Alright.
Oh yeah, sorry. Howdy.
Alright.
So you go down here to the south part, right here.
Do you also join them on the second island, or do you tend to fish on a different island?
I don't have any reason to go solo on this, so he's probably just gonna follow the crowd.
He's gonna go snooping as usual.
You're just the +1 fairy.
Well, I mean, fairies do typically run between the islands, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and
The
place
fairy
down your
taking the ferry. You'll love to see it.
Go ahead and place your token down on the second island.
Okay, just a moment.
It's the one to the south.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me just fix that. 'Cause that's bothering me. Alright. You all make your way down here. Dose has always been relatively busy. Plenty of druids in the area. The anvil to the south.
If this is the Druid Island, does that mean this is where Lumen's house technically is? Because he's in the Druid Garden?
I mean, I was assuming that you were on the you were living on the mushroom farm on the top of the building on the barracks.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first, but then you were saying the Druids were here, and I was wondering if I was misunderstanding the whole time.
Nah. You guys live way up here on the first island. There's apartment complexes sort of collide together in a kind of a magical mansion-esque deal.
Ooh.
On the very top is a garden where you and several other fairies just been chilling. The second island is very much a market area for a lot of druids. Specifically, this is where they keep most of their, I guess, marketing their services, so to speak. There's a lot of shops that have, this is effectively the what's the right word? Flea market?
Yeah, like the markets and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, for them, sometimes it's actual fleas, which is
Ew.
you gotta be careful with those druids. They get a little too deep in the sauce.
Yeah, I imagine Sunny, is sort of like lost in the idea. It's like, oh, this will be fun. It's a fishing trip. To the point where it hasn't really hit him that it's like, oh, I've never actually fished before. He lives in mountains. They don't exactly have fish to catch there.
Yeah. I know, like, I remember even asking, Xander. So I know you probably fished on your. Hopefully, maybe you fished on in your tenure as a admiral. But like, I know Sundaren is landlocked as well, so you probably don't do much fishing there, right?
Those on landlocked, unfortunately, don't get a lot of practice. However, you don't become an admiral without at least learning a little bit of how to survive on the sea. I know how to fish. I'm quite confident. I'm quite capable in it, actually.
Rivalry spikes in Ari's mind.
Anyway, for I guess catching in order, go ahead and you guys roll me a d12 and we'll keep track.
D12, you say? Just a flat D12?
Flat d12. You can't really take and roll initiative.
Right. 11. He said number 11.
Ari with 6. Bluebell. Ah, shit, my dice. Forgot to wrap my dice. I'm sorry. I'll be back.
Thing got dicey real fast.
Ow, ow, I'm pulling out hair. Ow.
What happened?
Damn, the fuck?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Alrighty. For Bluebell, rolled a 16.
Wait. Oh.
Zeal also rolled a 6.
What are we doing?
Wait, yeah, you said roll D12, right?
Fuck. I'm so sorry. Why did I seriously say D12?
Yeah, that's why I rolled a D12.
Yeah, we weren't sure why, but
I'm so
all
sorry.
right.
I meant to
I mean, I figured it was part of the mechanics.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, it's not like it doesn't really matter. It still works.
Screw it. I'll with the D12. It's just a same roll, different dice. If it it's just whoever goes first. Whoever rolls higher goes first. All right, Bluebell actually got 10.
Alright.
Lumen got a 6. Alright, and Xander.
Oh, right. Let me re-roll then. There you go. Oh, shit. There you go. Now it should be good.
Xander got a 5. Alrighty. And organize. Alright, for Lumen and Ari, do you guys want to roll to see who would go first, or do you just want to leave it up to whoever?
We do rollies.
Yeah, enough.
What, we
20
do a
this time or 12
Do a
again?
D20 this time?
D20 this time. A serious
D100, got it.
Time to roll DMC.
Nat 20!
Okay, so Lumen is going before Ari.
Alright, that's right.
Alrighty. Starting off.
Ew.
Yeah, Lumen?
Oh, I was just doing an alrighty then.
Ah, alright. Alright, well, starting us off, it's gonna be Sunny. Give me...
Ooh.
Go ahead, and how would you like to do your fishing?
That depends. What is the Dex way to do it?
Fly fishing.
Yeah, so I imagine, because again, this is probably the first time Sunny has ever tried anything like this, he's like, yeah, this will be perfectly fun and relaxing. And then as soon as he, actually gets to the shop to try and, get gear for this, his first immediate thought is like, oh fuck, how do I actually do this?
Alright. Xander will actually try to walk you through it. So, Xander is in his lion form, and he's very much in his, you'll notice that he is within his own, with time has passed, and he has managed to get his own clothes. But he's sporting some decent trunks at the moment. He also has
I would hope so.
He also has a little fisherman's hat to go daintily on top of his mane.
I like to imagine I picked that out for him.
Yeah.
I would like to say it looks like the fisherman's hat from Final Fantasy XIV, but lion guys can't wear hats, so...
It's the reason why it looks so odd. His mane is too poofy.
You could have just lied. You could have just let us live in the illusion.
I couldn't I have?
I mean, you could have one of those hats that says, "Fish, fear me," but we crossed out the W-O of women and put just men want
Cats
me.
ride me, fish fear me.
Odd. Anyway, Xander is going to provide you assistance. So instead of disadvantage, you'll just straight up have a straight roll, because this is indeed your first time rolling. You are not trained in fishing.
No, I am not.
Alright, go ahead and just give me a dexterity check to see how well you do.
Alright, just a straight check?
Yep,
Alright, so no proficiency, right?
no proficiency.
Alright, so just 5. 7. Oh no.
You go out and you cast out your line. And for a brief moment you're like, okay, yeah, this is kind of relaxing. You're all chilling out by the shoreline, the waves are crashing. This part of the island, the water is not nearly as red as the rest of it normally is.
Yeah.
Xander has to correct you on a few positions. He's like, alright, so you gotta be careful when it comes to fly fishing. You need to make sure not to pull back too hard, otherwise the line is just gonna snap back and you'll get a hook in the eye.
Oh fuck. It's suddenly dawning on us like, wow, I had no idea it was such serious business. But yeah, go ahead.
However, for the duration of this, you don't seem to get any catches in the first round. Bluebell will give it a shot.
Ooh.
Let's see what he's got. He is going to. Let's see. Where is he? Where is he? Booga, booga, booga. Come on. Sorry, his sheet's loading.
You're fine.
Let's see. He is going to try still fishing. He's got a little simple little bobber. He's using artificial bait. He throws out his line, and you see the little red bobber gently swaying in the waves.
There you go.
This is a simple +1 to this. He'll hum a little bit of a ditty to himself. Be relaxing as you guys are waiting. He'll be gently humming under his breath, so it's not so quiet. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Bluebell is going to be catching anything this round either.
Oh no.
Lumen,
Yeah.
you said you wanted to try shock fishing, is that correct?
I was actually joking about that. He does have a way to fish. He did used to work on an underwater vessel. He's not at home in the water, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So he's actually going to go all in. Like, he's going to go actual diving.
Huh?
Pulls his goggles on, and even though it's really dark in there, he's going to throw up detect thoughts and have like a sonar going to track fish like down there.
Okay, so what
Crab,
you're trying
crab.
to do... Alright, so this is actually called a fishing technique called noodling.
Yeah, speaking of noodling, you probably see like this giant shadow moving beneath the water, and the Jaws theme starts playing.
God. Alright. I'll say noodling uses your strength modifier. What is Lumen's strength modifier?
He does not have a strength modifier. I mean, it'd be a flat 0, but he's mostly, like, he's not actually attacking the fish with his strength. He's using his, like, ESP to pick him up in the darkness, and then he's gonna zap him.
Okay. We'll say... We'll count this, a modified version of spear fishing.
So,
Alright.
I will make a few things. He is A, super fast underwater, and B, has crazy high stealth. I don't know if that entered into any of this.
I will allow you to... Since this is going to be stealth-based, it'll be a dexterity check.
Oof, well, my dex isn't as bad as strength. Let me go to the sheet. Womp womp. Oh well.
As you're swimming through the water, you got your detect thoughts up. You're doing your best to swim as fast as you can. However, there is one little problem. For being so small, you are a big fish in an area. As a result, you seem to be scaring them off before you can get a chance to close in and give them the good old shock.
Give him the 1-2.
Zap.
Unfortunately, because you are in the water and trying to spearfish, there is a slight penalty to that.
Uh-oh.
They come to.
Seem to have scared off some of the fish, unfortunately. Ari,
How could you do this?
it is now Stormweaver's turn.
Yes.
Oh my.
Speaking of which, it was kind of assumed that Lumen was either in his jock of holding, and or just skinny dipping at this point. Now he's in the water, no need to hide.
Mhm.
Well, he was skinny dippy. That was the Jaws joke.
Oh, Jaws.
I
I was
hear
halfway
ya.
through.
Now, how's everyone dressed?
I mean, Ari's just in like a typical outfit, and I imagine Bluebell is too. Maybe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see Sunny dressing any differently.
I mean, like just summer, just typical summer wear.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, Ari's shirtless half the time anyway, so I mean.
That is true.
Yeah, Lumen's just got his goggles and his diving cloak on.
All right. How does Ari like to fish?
Oh, well, what's the strength fishing?
Strength.
I imagine, you know, normally. Go on.
Strength-based fishing is normally the noodling option. Is what
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to dive. He just wants to like fish with a pole.
All right. Then I'll say that would normally be a still fishing, or that is dexterity would be for fly fishing.
Hmm.
Or if you have a spear fishing can be done at the docks using your strength.
Well, that wasn't really Ari's goal with this. Was to do like actual like pole fishing. So I didn't think it would have to be like fly. Right, so actually, what is fly fishing exactly?
Fly fishing is where you have a very dainty little bait, and you mimic the movement of a fly on the surface of the water by casting it out, pulling it back in, and then casting it back out.
What's the fishing where it's just you put bait in, throw it in, and just wait?
That is still fishing. That uses.
Okay.
It is basically a survival check, as in wisdom.
I mean, I got survival. I got +6 for that. I got proficiency.
You got the wisdom.
So then, yeah, you can roll a wisdom survival check.
Oh boy. 22.
As you bait your line and you toss it out, you take a seat. There's some over on the side of the docks. There are some chairs for fishermen who just kind of want to relax. You open up a cold one. Take a little sip.
I mean, I have Bluebell next to me, and then I have Sunny and Zen on the other side of me. Like, well, not exactly how I was expecting this to go, but it's not too bad so far.
And as you're slowly starting to relax and mellow out and relax and chill as you hear the crashing of the waves, you hear a bzzz.
Oh, just death grip on it. Here we go! Alright, I start reeling it in.
Sorry, music.
Okay. Oh, right.
Alrighty, give me a D100.
Okay. 15.
Alrighty, 15. Okay, you feel something on the line. It's tugging. Give me a, this is going to be... You want to use your strength, so this is going to be a strength saving throw.
26.
Alright, you feel a tug. You pull further. Let's see, there's a success. The DC was 16.
Hell yeah.
Eventually, you manage to keep pulling and pulling, and for a briefest moment, you think the line feels weird. You're like, oh shit, something's about to snap. But then something goes bloop, and popping out of the water is this gangly-looking crab
Crab.
took a death grip onto your
crab.
bait. One of its claws are like super large. The other one is very thin and spindly, and it has these spider-like legs that are crustacean based, but it's very much it's a weird looking crab. Kind of looks like an Alaskan crab.
Huh. Like a spider crab?
Yes.
Cool. You have to boil those things alive, don't you?
Well, Xander will speak up and say, "Oh, and that there is a let's see, that is called a snipper crab. It's kind of a good catch, and their meat's pretty delicate, but they're a bitch and a half to deal with. I recommend here." He pushes over a bucket towards you.
Should I club it first?
It's best to keep crustaceans alive before cooking them. As soon as they die, they start building a lot of bacteria.
Well, I knew that. But like, I can't just let it roam around on the deck.
Well, that's what
This
the
is like
bucket's for.
This is like a bucket of holding.
I mean, it's a tall bucket. It won't be able to get out.
Just spike it down in there.
You just hear snip, 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 and oddly enough, you hear a hissing.
That'll be fine. You want?
That one's getting really snippy with you.
Just cast my line back out again. Alright, let's go again. See? Not too bad.
Alright. That snippet crab is worth 60 gold.
Shit.
Oh.
Remember, this should be a little dubious canon. Now we're gonna eat these. We're gonna eat these things. That's fine.
It's 60 gold. You sure you wanted to be dubious?
Alrighty.
Yeah. Who's next?
Next on the list is gonna be Xander. He'll kind of brush some of his white mane out of his face. He's just like, I'm still not used to this new form.
Trust me, you will.
Let's see. Xander actually has a specialized fishing technique.
Ooh.
You'll watch as he pulls out a very familiar looking whip.
Really?
It's a lot easier to, well, it's what I'm used to. He will toss out that whip, and almost like a lineless, a cordless fishing rod, it plumps down into the water. There's a little. You notice that just closer towards the end, there was a buoy that keeps it still. Right. He is going to roll his wisdom, and he is proficient in this, so he does get a bonus. So he gets his hefty +8. That's a 23. Xander feels a tug, and he is going to just rip it and rip it.
Oh my.
Let's see. Roll a D100 for him.
Hanging.
As Xander feels his whip sink down into the water, going to do a strength check. All right. He manages to pull it out. The DC is only 12. It's gonna, at the end of this line, as he just kind of like gives it a crack across the water, and you'll hear a sizable whip crack on the surface of the water. Flying towards the shore is this rather dainty-looking blood mackerel. It's a very simple fish, not worth a lot. Its only notable notoriety is that it has blood red scales. This fish doesn't look healthy.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
I glance over my shoulder at like the blood red water we have on the other side. So, yeah, it probably made its way from over there.
It's probably safe to eat. Probably. We'll pick up the
I'm not
fish
an expert in anything food related, but like, can Sunny roll like an insight check?
I feel like this is more nature.
Right. Nature.
Nature.
Which I'm not good at. I have a 0.
Try anyway.
Yeah, 2.
I think Lumen will probably inspect it when he gets back if you wait to eat it. But
He's not just gonna eat it right then and there.
I figured as much, but it also sounds like none of the people currently at that thing are going to be able to detect what's wrong with the thing.
Either way, he slides a little bucket with water in it and puts it into puts the little blood mackerel into it. First hour has passed. You all take your sip of your drinks. Starting at the next round. Sorry, I'm closing so many tabs.
This is how we do it.
Alright, Sunny, your round.
Alright, I will go ahead and say more fly fishing, especially since that's the style that he had just been taught like a few hours ago. So another 1d20 plus 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. You take your time. You throw out your line. You see a couple of fish moving, jumping out of the water, and like, oh, okay, they must be eating stuff just over there. So you start lighting your shots over there. Give me a D100.
All right. All right. 51.
Okay. You hear your line goes taut.
Uh-oh.
I need you to give me another fishing check. This will be dexterity saving throw, since you are fly fishing.
+3 aura, bump it up, bump. Because it's a save. Oh no! 12!
Unfortunately, that is one failure. You give it a struggle, you give it a pull, but then you hear a then you pull back. Your lure is gone. Unfortunately, the fish has escaped.
I feel the disapproval of my ancestors looking down upon me.
The kitty did not get the fishy.
The kitty did not get the fishy. That is correct.
Xander will simply pat you on the shoulder and says, it happens to the best of us. Here, let me retie your lure. And he'll very gingerly, taking advantage of his claws to set you up with a different fly. It is now Bluebell's turn.
Ooh.
Bluebell, looking at his still fishing, his lure has not bobbed, even the slightest in his time of waiting. He's like, all right, you know what? You know, I've heard of a way of fishing a different type of way, but let's see if I can... Okay, yeah. He will throw out his line once again, and he will actually pull out his lyre.
Ooh.
As he pulls the string taut, he will place his lyre on the top of his fishing line. And he is going to start strumming a little ditty. It's very gentle and very pleasant. He is basically going to be spellcasting, enchantment fishing, so to speak. He's going to use his charisma for his fishing check. Better. Okay. Alright. Let's see what he gets. D100. Okay. As he's playing, his music is very abruptly cut short. So here's a snap, and he very quickly grabs his rod and begins reeling it in. It's like, ooh, this is a big one.
Can I help him with it? I'm a good boyfriend.
Okay. You quickly get behind him and you provide aid. He will still have to roll this. This is going to be well, he is enchanting fishing, so he's going to use his charisma, but he does get his advantage. The DC for this is going to be 18. That's a 12 and that is 13. That is a failure.
No.
Bluebell begins to lose his grip as the line is really pulled tight. However, the fish is not off the line yet. For this particular fish, he has 3 attempts to actually catch it, and he needs to succeed twice. So he either needs a natural 20 or needs to both succeed these next 2 rounds.
Can I, in lieu of my turn, like help him pull it out?
Unfortunately, this is his fish to catch.
But I want to be a good boyfriend.
And you're providing him advantage.
I know, but all right.
Okay, that's a 19. There's
nice.
one success. There was one last
All right.
round. As you're holding onto Bluebell's hips, he's digging his heels as best he can as he's reeling in. It's like, oh wow, this is really, really big. Ugh, it's so big.
Ears start hurting his little
Everyone
eye.
behind you is just watching Ari just holding onto Bluebell's hips as he's like hovering above him, and no one can tell that you're fishing instead of something else.
Hush up, everyone. We're fishing. Not that much of an exhibitionist.
All right, Bluebell's got one last shot. Let's see, he only has, due to his modifiers and not being proficient in this, only gets a plus 4 to this roll, so he needs a 14 or higher. It's a 7. 14 on the dice. Hey, you hear splashing. Something particularly big is actually flailing about. Let's see, what page is this? Page 100. And with a whopping 20 pounds, you managed to pull out this dense but very spectacular looking solar snapper. This is a rectangular fish with golden scales that reflect sunlight like a mirror. This creature's natural mirror-like scales make it difficult to spot during the daytime sun, but reflection is much more muted and easy to spot at night. Scales on the solar snapper are popular for use in compact cosmetics, as a mirrored scales not only provide a clear reflection, but also a soft glow that lights up the face of one gazing upon it. This whopping fish is worth a grand total of 240 gold.
Oh my god!
Oh. Whew.
Jesus Christ.
This is a real... Yeah, fuck, it's really heavy. Alright, help me. As he, like, gets it out of the sand, and it's flapping like crazy. If he's not careful, he'll get fish slapped by this thing. So he puts it over in the bucket as it splooshes inside.
Wow. We're eating good tonight.
Oh wow. I don't think I was. I didn't think I was gonna get that one. Thanks for the help, Harry.
Yeah. Well done.
That's a pretty big one.
Right. Bluebell, feeling extra proud of himself, grabs his drink and downs it. Is like, whew. All right, let's see if we can get some more.
There you go. That's the spirit. You're gonna do it.
All right, Lumen, you want to keep your hunting, or do you want to try a different style of fishing?
He's gonna try something a little different. He's as you said, he's a big fish in a small pond, so he feels he's probably scaring off all the stuff around here. And he's in kind of the Father I Crave Violence meme mode. So he's gonna go deep and try and get to where all the really big nasty fish are. And basically do Operation Whalefall and just hang out at the very bottom of the ocean and wait for something to come by.
Okay. So, this is another stealth-based fishing. Normally, again, this would be noodling, but for the unique properties that you have, this is effectively going to be another dex-based fishing check.
Well, your boy doesn't have dex. So, I was hoping to maybe bank on my expertise in stealth, but oops.
I will say you can add your proficiency to this as well.
Okay. That's nothing.
It does bring it up from an 8 to, I'm assuming, a +4?
Sounds right. No, wait. Is that really +5? That sound right?
I mean, yeah, you guys are high enough level for that proficiency. So that turns out to a 13. That does clear out the check. Go ahead and give me a D100.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Lumen gets bored.
I'm not out of tricks. Can we say I had a spell prepped and I do a subtle spell, and if something comes up that's really big, bigger than I can handle by myself, I do have a trick in mind.
Okay. Let me just do a quick reading to make sure. Let's see, page 89. I'm just reading the stats of this, well, usually the higher results are meant for lunkers.
Lunkers?
Lunkers are basically boss fish.
They're a boss ass fish.
Fish.
Okay. Okay. Not as bad as I originally thought, but this is still going to be a difficult catch. Lumen,
Yeah.
as you are hiding at the base, waiting for the right time to strike, you see a shadow gently swim by. And you strike. I need you to give me, well, you're a sorcerer. I'll say make it a charisma saving throw. Because I'm assuming you're doing your, shocking grasp. In a way.
That works, sure. Let me go to charisma. Oh, I just clicked normal charisma instead of saving throw. That probably would have been a +10 if it was saving throw. Oh well.
Yes, it saving throw. So, we'll add that. The DC for this fish is 21.
Cool.
You catch something relatively big. You think it for a brief moment it may be like a tuna or something, with how big it is, and for basically you, it's basically Shadow of the Colossus. You immediately clamp down. You immediately clamp down onto this fish, and it immediately starts to wrangle and worm its way. Everybody else, you watch as this giant fucking fish. It looks to be maybe like 240 pounds. Surface the water, and Lumen is just kind of being dragged behind it.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Look at him.
Oh god! Oh my god! Ah!
No, he's not freaking out. He literally still has the Father, I crave violence cat expression on his face. If you've not seen that, I'll link the meme because it's just...
Alright, there are 4 attempts in this fishing check. You need to succeed on 3.
Okay.
God.
That was 1 success, I take it.
That is 1 success if we're adding your save bonuses. Give me
Okay.
another charisma save.
Well, I was going to say one other thing, because if it looks like it's better off doing a strength check, I can shift to Bigby's hand, but I don't know if that'll actually benefit me.
Unfortunately.
So for now, he's just gonna keep trying to stun it by pumping as much magic into it as he can.
Okay, 22, just pass. That is another success. You need 1 more to succeed. As you begin to pump more magic into this thing, it lets out almost like a dolphin cry underneath the water as it begins to buck and slap. Give me one more check. Or excuse me, save.
Wait.
Another 22.
Nice. If you've ever seen like a storm cloud off in the distance when it's like there's going to be a big storm coming and it's just like really dark but like waves of like rippling electricity through it, that's what the water looks like right now.
Alright. This fish, it lets out one last cry. But then, let's see. Just double checking something real fast. You hear a voice inside your head and it says, "Okay, chill, man, chill. Ah, jeez, fuck, man, ah."
Aw, dude. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit,
I
dude.
can't believe he done this.
Oh fuck, man, this really hurts. You gotta stop, man. It's not cool, not cool. As
I think women like respond telepathically like, "Is this the fish?"
yeah, I'm the fish. Please stop, please. Chill, bro. Fuck. Shit. Damn, man. Oh.
Not sure what else to do. Lumen's still kind of latched on like a tick, but he stops like actively trying to fish fry this sucker.
As you get a chance to look around, you see that this fish looks like a mix between a large tuna and a dolphin with its light blue hue. Kind of the shape of a dolphin, but the fins of a tuna type of deal. One thing notable, you recognize the derpy smile that it has, as back when you were at the clam, you actually have a little bit of history about marine biology. This is actually a lunker called the Noe Noe.
No way.
Yeah, no way, man, no way. Oh. It's like, look, man. You'll remember that the main reason why this fish is particularly has a bit of a reputation. It is known as the fish that always got away. And the reason why it always got away is because it always managed to bribe its way out of getting caught. These fish carry treasure with them for this exact reason. As,
Wow.
the Noe Noe psychically talks to you and says, "All right, man, listen. I don't want to end up being fish fried. Like, you want my wallet? I can give you my wallet. Like,
Lumen's kind of just like, how big is this thing anyway?
It is fucking huge. It's 240 pounds. It's basically the size of, I mean, have you ever seen what an actual tuna looks like?
Yeah.
Imagine that. It's easily clearing like 6 feet.
Well, this thing's sentient, so Lumen doesn't want to kill it and eat it, but at the same time, he's, is there like any sort of aquarium on base?
Not that you're aware of.
He really just wants to just like display it. I think while he's down there, he just like does a sending to Jack, be like, "Bro, can you hook me up with a giant ass aquarium? This is so cool."
It's like, I guess, but I'll need time to get that shit together.
Okay. Yeah, Lumen's just kind of like looking at this thing, like, well, I don't want to eat something sentient, so you're off the hook there, but I really doubt you've got anything in your wallet that interests me, so
Well,
yeah.
I mean, go ahead and roll me 5 D100s.
Okay. Let's go to the map. Oh wait, I can advance roll this. Let me see if this. There we go. Oh, that was well. That still works.
Yeah. 76, 45, 22, 29, and 93. We'll start with the first one. The first thing that the Noe Noe does is he spits out what looks to be a crystal ball. It is very clearly magical. And it's got some... From just by looking at it, it seems to be pretty enchanted.
What's the... Sorry, go on.
You were saying, Jesse?
What's that divination kid's name on the islands? Did he lose this?
Maybe.
What's his...
Willis.
Willis, yeah. Did he lose this?
Is this his pet?
No, the ball that it spit out.
Crystal ball.
That's very magical.
Oh.
The second thing he spits out seems to be a jar that has like a bunch of buttons in it. You cannot tell if it's magical or not.
Okay.
The third thing it spits out is a very high-end perfume bottle.
Ooh.
Dang. Did this fish like raid like a sunken ship and ate all the pinery on it?
The fourth thing it spits out, a deflated beach ball. And the last thing it spits out... Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Is a black leathered book.
Ooh. Damn, you really did steal everything from him, huh?
Lumen kind of looked at this. He has no idea what any of this is, so he just kind of like, look, I'm not going to eat you, but do you have any idea how big of a legend I'd be at the clam if I bring you in for, like, observation? Like, literally no one's caught you. This is awesome.
No, man, like, I got a reputation, man. No way, man.
Man!
I can't go into the slammer.
Can't go back in the clink, man. You know what they do to fish like me in there?
All the tapping
They
on the
put me up in
glass.
walls!
I can't take the tapping on the glass.
Lumen's kind of grumbling. It's like,
Do you know what it's like to have a bunch of kids go, and then he's just doing like the fish like wide open mouth pulsing thing? It's the most insulting thing a fish could ever have.
Lumen's like, man, I gotta have something cool to show them. Like,
Put him to
You-
sleep.
what?
Put him to sleep. You have the sleep spell.
No.
Do not
Lumen's like,
damage.
yeah. Lumen's like, no, but like, you just handed me like a dirty old book and some other like, looks like literal trash that you pulled up from the ocean. Like, I don't think any of this is that interesting. So, like, can't you at least pose for a photo so that I can have the bragging rights?
Okay, look, just a photo. Look, like, just a photo.
Okay, but can I still keep some of the stuff?
It's yours, man. This is Pokemon rules. You beat me and you get my wallet.
Okay. I'll allow it. I mean, I'll accept it.
All right.
This is gonna look so freaking cool when I mail it into Quailish. I'll just like send it in a like an envelope that just says "suck it."
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, we'll do that.
So how do you surface with the Noe.
Do we know anyone that has easy access to like photography equipment? Just so that I know I can get like a photo shoot lined up.
Sure, we must have someone.
I'll say you give Diego a call. He manages to fly down. Oh, there, and he's like, okay, what's the big deal? Oh, wow, that's a big fish.
Jesus. What's that?
Yeah. So what ends up happening is,
The no way. It's just like, take the fucking picture already. It's wet.
wouldn't you be more worried about it being dry?
I mean,
Either way.
so, Lumen, go ahead, describe. How does this photo shoot happen?
Lumen is floating beside the thing with like a big cheesy double thumbs up. Meanwhile, the fish is being held up by a giant Bigby's hand just kind of dangling there.
He just looks so defeated. It's like, man, this is fucking lame. My street cred. No way I got caught. No way.
Your street cred.
Fucking Dragon Koi is gonna hold this over my head forever.
Dragon who?
Oh, yeah. There's a thing called a Dragon Koi. It's another lunker that hides around one of the other islands.
I think Lumen's got like the big fish bug and he's already starting to like get excited about hunting that thing down later. But yeah, I think that's it for his turn. I would like to know what he actually fished up later in terms of the various item list.
Alright, well, the only thing magical was the Crystal Ball of Memories. The rest of the stuff was just mundane, except for the black leathered book. That requires another type of check.
Oh, does it look evil enough that I'd want to get Elias to look at it, or is it something
you
Lumen
definitely
should?
want Elias to look at this thing.
Okay, I will save that for later.
Also, the orb was magical too, right?
Yes, the crystal ball.
Alright.
I heard my name. What?
Oh, hey, there's that guy you are. Lumen may have accidentally found another Veer book.
I've been listening. I know
Oh, cool.
I know the story. What would you like done? What must I roll?
Go ahead and give me a charisma check. Or no, Arcana. That's more appropriate.
Okay. Let me find his sheet.
Any way I can give him help on this?
As much as I was following along on this, I was not prepared to do so spontaneously. I do not have proficiency in this, surprisingly.
You are a bard.
Lumen
but-
does.
Jack of all trades, yeah. Yeah,
Lumen is
Arcana.
proficient. I don't know if I can help with that at all.
17.
Alright. What was that you said earlier, Lumen?
Oh, Lumen does have proficiency in Arcana. I don't know if I can help him at all with this in any way.
It's a little outside your wheelhouse to provide aid. But the 17 is enough. Elias, you're very careful with this book. Incidentally enough, it seems kind of appropriate that a fish would pick up this book. This Veer tome is actually the Veer tome for Breathless. It effectively allows you to breathe underwater.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Neat.
That's
Gee, I'm gonna get so
interesting.
fragmented. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I will say by Lumen's leave or what have you, with his permission, just be like, yeah, we need to get this to Jack.
Let me give you a thumbs up, and then he's already back to looking at the picture that he took, thinking about what he's gonna write back to the other guys.
A week later, Quellish is going through paperwork. He gets a mail. He sees that it's from you, Lumen. It says "suck it," and he sees the photo. He's like, "Motherfucker!"
Also, wait, wasn't Lumen like skinny dipping during this? So is all of his junk out in the picture?
Well, he can't fly with it out, so I mean, he may have been like sitting on it, Little Mermaid style, or he may have just had to put it away for the picture. I don't know.
Fair enough. It's just like,
I don't know if Quailish is ready for that yet.
yeah, not many are.
When is anyone ready for the flying dick?
Yeah, I'm surprised that isn't the fishing rod.
No, that's a different type of noodling.
Yeah, it sure is.
Something called muddin.
What? Wait, is this real?
I mean, kinda. It's what you do for catfishing, essentially.
Oh, you get like hot pictures of someone else?
Yeah. Either way, as Lumen is finishing up his escapade, Ari,
Yeah.
gonna be hard to
Just
follow
watch
up on
all
that.
that happen. This was supposed to be a cute little trip. Just whatever. Just throw my line out again and just be patient.
Must hold back desire to, must hold back desire to upstage Xander.
Yeah. Pronounce
Bell.
Lumen because he did that. Yeah. Oh.
Well, we'll actually forego his next fishing line to help you. We'll give you a D4 to this. He
Hooray!
rubs your shoulder and gives you a kiss on the cheek and says,
Ooh.
"It's fun being out here."
Oh. Look at that D4. 15.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D100.
99!
Oh my god!
This is just like last time where you guys got all the high rolls.
I got like a crab the first time.
Fuck. Okay. Page 79. Okay, I guess we're doing this again.
Sorry.
As you throw out your line. Okay, I need to do a very quick read. Sorry.
You're fine. It's just chill fun anyway, so.
Oh.
I pull up a whale.
Well, okay. Anyway, let's get off this chill music.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my god, which one?
You immediately feel something grab onto the line, and the reel sounds like it's going to snap. Give me a strength saving throw.
Can I rage? Does it feel it be that strong?
The DC... I'll tell you the DC after. Do you choose to rage?
I mean, if it's like about to pull my arm out of my socket, yeah.
Okay. You are raging. Give me a strength saving throw. The DC is 26.
Oh
Oh my god.
Can I have that D4 from my boy?
Yeah, you'll get a D4 from Bluebell. It's like, oh my god, oh my god.
Well, it already passed it. We'll just see. Oh yeah, it's 29 then.
Okay. With Bluebell supporting you, you manage to hold it onto the line. Your fishing line looks like it's ready to snap in two at any moment. You get 5 attempts at this, but you
God.
have to succeed at least 3.
Okay, so that was 1,
That
or
was 1. If you get a natural 20,
And we
attempts is 2, and you automatically succeed.
do I still get the D4 from Bluebell each time?
Well, I was
Unfortunately,
gonna say-
he is out of. He only provides it once.
Yeah, but
can
you're
I-
right next to Sunny,
can
who
I-
has a...
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I come over there to help?
Can everyone come help?
Yeah, because this seems like dangerous.
Alright,
Well, I was gonna...
as I will say this much: only one person can help per check.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, just because it's all strength checks or strength saves, you said?
Saves.
Wouldn't Sunny's aura automatically give him the +3 just by being there?
And does Sunny's aura still work?
That is still true.
Wait, Sunny and Xander's aura.
Wait, do they stack?
I'm gonna say no for the sake of keeping this interesting.
Fair enough.
Well, okay, who has the higher charisma out of us then?
Probably Xander, because he has a +5.
Okay, then yeah, +5 aura.
Alright, you'll allow it.
Xander will immediately see what's in the water. He's like, oh fuck, okay. He's like, he will go over to you and provide you his bonus. You got a +5 to this and you're raging, so give me a next roll.
30.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a
30 again?
30
That's
again.
30.
32, 3,
33.
and
30.
31.
Wow, shit.
Oh my!
You immediately begin reeling this fucker in.
I will not lose to you!
It's like, Xander gives you a look. It's like, is that aimed towards me or the fish?
Yes!
Okay.
Sunny starts slowly backing up.
Okay. As you are
Great.
reeling in this fish, you see a massive fucking shadow surfacing. And at the same time, there is this velvet-like purple hue that seems to emanate from the water. You see red eyes piercing through the water. You have managed to catch a greater void shark.
Excuse me?
You caught a gargantuan-sized shark that has velvet, violet-like light skin and neon pink set of eyes that glow morbidly in the dark. When opening its maw, there is only the abyss of swirling darkness that no eyes could ever hope to see into. Legends mumble that this entity mumbles of entire ships are haunted. Fuck. Sorry, I'm reading this off the cusp.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Alright, legends say that entire ships go out hunting for this fucker, only to vanish into the abyss of its jaws, never to be seen again. Okay, as part of its first, as part of landing it, this thing is going to immediately thrash. I need you to give me a, let's see. Give me a strength saving throw one more time.
Let's watch this one fail. 25. Yeah,
With Xander's aura, you just pass.
Ooh.
As this thing slams and thrashes about onto the surface, it's almost like miniature explosives of just void energy ripple out. As this thing begins to thrash about. Let me just read something real fast. right.
Should we be concerned here?
As this
I
shark,
feel like we should be.
this thing opens up its mouth, and Ari, since you're the one that fished it out, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I think I'm right.
So while Ari is fishing this out, Lumen just kind of looks at him and narrows his eyes a bit. It still only counts as one.
14.
Alright.
Oh no.
Bluebell is going to give you advantage, because they're going to use one of the resources. And with Xander's +5 aura, you beat the DC of 20.
Yeah!
Which really would have been bad because you didn't want to fail this.
Why is there so many dangerous fish in this book?
Okay, so let me stop the music.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Ari, as you peer into the darkness of this thing's gaping maw, you stare into the abyss, and the abyss stares back. And thankfully, you don't blink. As this massive predator, this embodiment of the abyss, stares you down, you feel a strange comprehension begin to form inside your mind.
Oh no.
As a result of catching this is indeed a lunker, and as a result, it does have a boon.
Hooray.
So, as part of this success, and you succeeded on your wisdom saving throw, you have proficiency in all survival checks that pertain to any type of fishing.
Okay.
If you already have proficiency, you now have expertise.
Hooray! But only when it comes to fishing.
Only when it comes to fishing.
Okay, so that means I have so it's double proficiency, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it means I have a +11 to it now.
So the fish eye buff proc from catching a rare fish. Now you can mooch it to catch an even larger rare fish.
Feel this unavoidable consumption.
You pull out the goddamn world serpent with this thing.
I mean, hey, you're the one that rolled it, so.
Yeah, I hear ya.
But yes, Ari, you are filled with this almost chilling sense of hunger within you. This killer instinct that is now shared between this greater void shark and you. And before you have the chance of maybe attacking this thing, it seems to seep into the sand, almost as if dissipating into a shadow. This greater void shark disappears, never to be seen for at least 1 year.
Say that
Ari?
never.
Are you alright? You look like you zoned out there for a moment.
This is a weird fishing trip, guys.
It's definitely a trip. I'll say that much.
Is fishing always like this?
No. Maybe we should move to a different spot. We keep finding weird shit here.
And that's how we transition to the next island.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Next person goes to pull out their fishing rod, and you get an error alert saying the fish are aware of your presence.
It's just like, so far we've caught a crab, a tiny bloodfish, a tuna that apparently ate someone and all their belongings, and
an eldritch horror.
an eldritch horror void shark.
Yeah, even Xander's like, that's... What the fuck is with the fish here?
I don't know, man. It's not
No,
normally
no,
like
and
this.
I don't think I like it.
It's not like this normally, I swear.
What are you talking about? That was fucking awesome! And Bluebell's just like tapping your shoulders, like, holy shit!
He's already been corrupted. Don't touch him.
No, it's fine. Oh, I'm glad you're enthusiastic. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's normally not this exciting. It's normally just like a good way to, just hang out, chat with someone, occasionally have a little bit of excitement. It's been like non-stop excitement since we started. So yeah, let's move to a different island, shall we?
Okay, which island do you go to next?
Right.
What was that, Zeal?
Oh, I said library.
Oh, library. I thought you said gray.
No.
Let's go. Let's go to the library. It's probably got like benches and stuff we can sit at too, instead of just like little deck chairs.
Okay. As you take a boat ride over towards the Grand Library, the ride over is relatively calm. Not a lot of people make their trek out this way. Do you go for the northern side or the southern side?
Well, what else? Like, which side is less polluted? But I don't know. We keep catching weird shit in the non-polluted water, so.
I will say this much: the south side is more red. The northern side is, well, has a lot of driftwood and stuff.
How about we split the difference? Can we fish on the side?
Sure.
Let's do that.
I like how menacing. I'm guessing that's Bluebell token is.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like generic.
Generic token. Well, Xander will be the first one to cast out his line. He's like, okay, hopefully there's not going to be any weird fish. As you all
That's the
take
whole point.
you all take a seat underneath the canopy. That's basically on the docks here. The library is very rarely used by most of the LoBas pirates. As a result, it's extremely quiet here. A little eerie quiet, but nonetheless, it's relaxing.
It's a
Just
library, so I mean.
I should have checked to see if Lumen could talk to the Void Shark before I left.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Abyssal as my proficiency and I never use it.
Well, that's more for like devils and stuff.
Oh, I figured Eldritch Horror was Abyssal.
Well, I think it's a kind of a multi-versal language.
Okay. All right. Looks like Xander is able to catch something. I will roll a D100. Okay. A 92.
Do you want to reroll so we can have like a normal fish?
Suddenly, Xander is
No
struck
way.
with some disadvantage on his roll.
Nah, it's fine. It's just like
Alright, I'm almost back. 1 second.
I feel like at this rate we're gonna run out of like interesting stuff to find.
He does catch something on the line. He begins to reel it in. However, as he pulls his line in, he realizes that he has a little bit of trash, a little bit of junk on it. It is a Speedo.
Oh. Does Ari recognize it as like one that he lost, maybe?
Roll a perception check.
22.
Not one of yours, but it definitely may belong to one of the, like, gym rat orcs that, work out on the beach a lot.
Oh, I think I recognize that one. We went for a swim one time in the ocean. You know, those riptides sometimes, sneak up on you.
Okay, now back proper.
Yeah. Xander caught a Speedo.
Oh god!
And Ari recognized it as like one of like the other orc gym rats Speedo that probably got like ripped off in the waves one day.
You remember the exact one?
Probably.
Yeah, I can see that.
Xander's just gonna roll his eyes and flick it into the trash.
Well, hey, I mean, they were talking earlier about, you know, using things to mooch.
Xander's like,
Just saying.
I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in using someone else's underwear if I can help it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Sunny, it's your turn.
Alright, perfect. Right on time. I roll a d20 plus dex, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
23.
23. You managed to land something. Give me a D100.
Okay, let's see which Eldritch Horror we get today. Ooh, 15.
Finally a low number.
Pull up Sally O'Malley. Oh, 15, never mind. I said 50.
Okay. You feel a little bit of a tug. It's very gentle, and you don't notice it at first, but you quickly give it a quick little snag. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check, because you're fly fishing. Or excuse me, save.
Alright. Or save? Okay.
Yes.
Can I replace... Because if everybody's here, can I replace my aura with Xander's aura so I get essentially +2 to this roll instead?
Sure.
Alright. So that will be a 23, with Xander's aura being higher than mine, that'll bring it to 25.
Alright, simple enough. You manage to pull in your line, you reel it in. It's very... You get the feeling that it's a kind of a small fish, but who knows, maybe it might be worth something. You succeed. The DC was 15.
Yay.
And it had only one attempt at catching it. Page 82. Gotta get these pages tabbed.
Yeah.
You managed to pull up a jesterfish.
Oh!
I'm Jester.
Alright, yeah. Oh, it's actually kind of sizable. It's... Wow. It's actually 32 pounds.
Gimme!
Right,
This is how we bring in Kavik.
This moderately sized, bright yellow fish with a big red bulb on the top of its mouth. It straight up just has a clown nose. It has fins that expel outward like human fingers, capable of clapping together in the water and making jazz-like motions.
Oh no. Yes, hands.
So great to not read this in advance before reading it out loud.
These
Jazz hands.
These fish are known to gravitate towards people with a sense of humor and creating a honking noise with their bulbs when exposed to laughter. Jesterfish are popular pets for children on the coast and is commonly
Oh, no.
sold in market
Fuck no, they aren't.
sold in markets or during festivals. If this fish is kept in an environment devoid of laughter or joy, it can die within 24 hours.
Oh no!
I pull out my rapier.
No, my baby boy.
If laughter really is the best
When
medicine
did
for this
you get
guy.
here?
You don't need to worry about it. Ah!
Well, you know what? Since you're here, and I'm just gonna like grab the fish and then just hand it to you. There.
Yes,
It's your problem now.
my baby boy. Whoop. Yep, help, no, help.
Oh, okay. Huh?
Okay.
Nil just goes over and bites it on the bulb, and it gives a little honk,
No!
and it gives, and immediately it starts clapping its fins. I say in heavy quotation marks.
Yeah. Kavak's just giggling, just like, no, be nice to our baby boy.
It has fingers.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's adorable, and I will not shame our baby boy for having fingers. He's very cute, and he makes me laugh.
Ari's just leaning on the railing with like a head, his head perched on one of his hands. Like, I was not expecting this trip to be so weird. Like,
I'm just imagining, like, you know that scene from fucking Rick and Morty where both of them get in the ship, and after they do, they just, like, completely, like, break down?
sobbing. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
not like
that's
that.
what I imagine what's gonna happen at the end of this fucking trip.
It's just Bluebell is like, wow, I had no idea so many fish were so weird.
I didn't either.
We're just, like, shuddering together.
Good lord.
Bluebell gave up his next turn to help Ari, so I think Zeal has to step away to help walk his dog, Dingus.
Walk the dog.
Dingus.
I'm going to be around. I just won't be at my PC. I switched to my cell phone, so.
Oh,
Gotcha.
You're very, very loud. But yeah.
do you want to skip
Maybe
your
dog
turn so you
needs it.
can focus on walking, or?
It depends on when my turn is, because this hopefully won't take long. You usually just need to run out and do your thing.
Fair enough.
Well, it would be your turn right now.
Oh, yeah, keep it. I'll be back in a moment.
All right then.
You'll still have my commentary.
Lumen is
Fair enough.
currently busy adjusting his leg.
What?
Is what?
His jog of holding.
Ah.
Technically separate items, yeah.
Okay, they go together. Ari, it's your turn again.
Yeah. I try to fish away from where that clownfish was caught. Just do my. I have a fucking plus 10 to the plus 11 to this now, so I won't change my survival thing. We'll just add a 5 to it. So it'll be 16.
Okay, that is a success. Go ahead and give me a D100.
One time, do you want low rolls?
Jeez.
34. Roll 34. That's a D.
Okay. As you begin to reel in, you manage to snag something.
Oh.
But something heavy on your line, but it's limp. It's not really fighting. Go
Aw.
ahead and give me another D100.
Did you find one that was already dead?
Oh, almost.
So close to being nice. Okay. 25. Sorry, going to the page number. You managed to reel in more and more stuff. 25. you managed to pull out what looked to be a pair of leather bracers, actually.
Oh.
There's so much trash in our waters, damn.
We are close to, well, the first island is probably where most of this trash is kind of ending up, so to speak. Not a lot of people clear out the waters, and I imagine that all this trash seems to be coming from the first island. The natural flow of the water would make it drift over here. However, Ari, you do realize that these bracers are actually magical.
Oh,
These are bracers of defense.
it's like +1 to AC and stuff.
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah, the braces are +2, the ring is +1.
Prize a non-canon.
Well, Grace said we might get some boons. We
Fair.
do good enough. Are they like really damaged or?
They're magical items, so they don't damage easily. Might be a
they're
little waterlogged, but nothing like, letting it dry would be fine.
Yeah. Gonna try and clean the algae off. Alright. Bracers of defense, he said?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, alright, we'll set them to the side to dry in the sun. Well, at least it wasn't that clownfish or the void shark or the tuna or I just look at the bucket, we have one crab. It's like Ari's like, this day is not going how I expected. It was just gonna be a cute little day. We were gonna catch some fish and then cook them and have a nice dinner.
He's sort of halfway hyperventilating as he's saying this, but Sunny goes, it's not over. Maybe we can get something that isn't a complete nightmare.
Xander
Ari
will
just
pat.
He's like shivering all over.
Ari just stares out into the sea, like wondering, where did it all go wrong? From this morning, it's not like it's like a life thing. Just this day. Yeah, that's my turn for now. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Dick out of your mouth. Come on.
Sorry. I had dinner on the side and I was eating beef enchiladas.
Sorry, do I need to narrate more?
Beef tacos.
Alright, it is Xander's turn. Maybe he'll get a decent fish that he can actually keep. Okay, natural 20. He gets
Ooh.
advantage on this D100, and he's to pick the higher one.
40.
Alright, 81. Okay. He will immediately feel a tug on the line. And I need him to get me a straight save. Plus his aura. That will give him a grand total of 23. The DC is 18 for this one. He needs 2 successes. fail. He has one last chance. As he begins to pull in his whip as best he can. He begins to wrap the coil around his arms as he slowly, like reeling in an anchor, he manages to pull out. Well, pull something out. Age 58.
Everybody brace yourself.
This fish is known as a blade jaw.
Cool.
Ari's gonna make Linju mad. We're just gonna have like a pack of like fish sticks for dinner.
We have to go store buy them.
Yeah, we should just go buy store bought.
Yeah, that would infuriate them.
Okay, this one's not as intense as it looks. This is this 30-pound fish has black and white stripes across it and has bladed fangs that poke out from the edge of its mouth. Looks like your stereotypical piranha in most video games. It is actually extremely aggressive along the coast and has mostly bullied weaker fish into submission, stealing their food and resources, but never outright killing them, ironically.
So we're doing ecosystem a favor by eating
Oh,
this
definitely.
one.
Should this creature
I'm
taste...
just kind of imagining.
Yeah, should the creature taste the blood of a non-aquatic animal, it will do everything in its power to consume it whole, often calling upon a school of its brethren to help in the hunt.
Should we save it and throw it at like this is above table. Throw it at like the Mystics and just summon a bunch of piranhas to swarm them?
I mean,
I don't know if that would work if we're not in the water, though.
I mean, they can flop. It said they'll stop at nothing.
So you're just like an army of flopping Magikarp?
I mean,
Magikarp, do a splash attack.
It's a Magikarp with a knife glued to its face.
So it's a Tragikarp.
I'm sure we could like do like a combo of like create water and then like control water and just shoot them at them.
Conjure animal, summon a school of blade jaws.
So, I've just been thinking about the fact that if Linju ever watched Barefoot Contessa, she would be like, if you can't get it yourself, store-bought is fine too, and he'll just like, you would say that, you bitch.
But yeah.
How dare you?
Can't
Xander.
summon the flames directly from hell. Well, store-bought is fine.
Is he wrong, though?
Sorry, Xander, what now?
Xander is like, oh, good. It's one of these little fuckers. He will throw it into a separate
Bucket.
So he's like, these things are real nasty, but their meat is actually quite, well, they're all right. It's not the best fish, but they're
It's
good and
something.
protein.
It's at least a fish.
You throw that fish in a
And
ring
it's not
with...
going to give us Eldritch Insight.
God, fucking... We use this thing on the Mystics with, like, create and control water, and we're just like, get in the water. I am no longer asking.
Divination
Get
fish,
back
just
into the water.
Get back in the water.
We just chuck her in there.
Mm.
Did you see that coming? Huh?
Bitch.
Yes, actually, it was very creative when I saw it.
God.
But yeah, Xander will like, I know a few recipes for making sure that these things are actually palatable. There used to be a lot of these damn things out in the Gulf.
Used to?
Oh, well, I mean, excessive fishing can drive these little shits down pretty fast. I mean,
How'd
with the
that
right-
happen?
Well, let's just say the waters that we tread were never safe to begin with.
Fair.
We had a lot of ways of baiting them out, and well, they're dumb fish, and they're quite easy to catch if you have the right nets.
Alright. We got 3 edible fish. Yay!
We should take the really angry crab and the really angry fish, put them in a ring, and take bets.
Whoever wins gets to live.
I figured we'd eat both of them, but I mean, we'd just make
Yeah.
some money on the side.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Just, it's like that. Just like that. That still from The Simpsons, like the 2 monkeys, like with knives, like fighting each
Yeah.
other.
All right,
Monkey see, monkey doom.
Sunny. It's
Can I
your
just,
turn.
yeah. I'll go ahead and take my turn here after this. Do you mind if I bring in Linchu?
Sure.
Alright, so, I will go ahead and, it's still D20 plus, Dex, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that's a 15.
That was a pass. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Alright, Please go low. Please go low. Oh, God!
So close
Well-
to... They're getting so close to nice, but no cigar.
If any of us roll 69, do we kill 0?
No, it's not that easy.
Not in this non-canon, dubious canon little session.
But can we kill him in non-canon?
Well, if we
No.
kill him, that makes the episode officially non-canon, and then we don't get to keep any of our cool shit.
Alright.
Alright, continue.
Once again, you feel a familiar tug. As you begin to reel in, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. This is a +2 to this roll because I'm sharing Xander's aura. That's gonna be 22.
Alright. DC was 16. You managed to reel in another one of the snippet crabs.
Yeah!
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 Food!
We got one! Yes!
You managed to hold up the crab, and it's like, oh, okay. This one's a little on the smaller side, but it's still a decent amount of crab meat. The legs themselves are, you know for a fact, are just, it's like Alaskan king crab. You just,
Yeah.
you crack it and you shuck them out.
I've never actually had crab. I wonder what it tastes like.
It's pretty good.
I love crab. Every time I go down to the coast, I always line up the crab traps so I can grab a few.
I've only had, crab once in my life, but it was so long ago that I don't really know what it tastes like anymore.
Yeah, so
It depends on the type of crab.
Obviously.
I end up having a lot of blue crab. The shell, it's a very sweet meat. It's very delicate too. I mean, it's a bitch and a half to de-shell it, but there's a lot of flavor to it if you know how to eat it properly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Nice.
very much not a filling dish. It is a flavorful dish. You eat it because it tastes
Okay.
good, not because you want to be full.
Right, yeah.
That's why they've invented dishes that sort of, I shouldn't call it fill it out, but that's why lobster bisque is such a big thing, because it's you get a little bit of the lobster and then you make a broth of cream to just expand it into a filling dish.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, you now have 2 of those big old crabs. That should be enough crab legs to actually give everyone at least a good sizable taste.
We got some kind of dinner!
What food? We will always have
And then as everybody is celebrating that, all of you see, just for reference, Sunny basically has, swim trunks. You see Linju come in, and he has, a very tight thong only. But because he has a slit, there's nothing really showing, so it's just, very form-fitting. And he comes over and he goes, "Oh, what's this about having dinner tonight?"
Hi, we're having some hopefully fish. We've caught 2 crabs,
Linju immediately looks down in the bucket.
2 crabs and 2 fish, and a lot of other not edible things.
So he looks through this very small hole, completely unaware of the fact that you've just caught Eldritch Horror after Eldritch Horror after Eldritch Horror, and he just looks at you and goes, well, would you all perhaps require a little bit of help, perhaps?
I mean, if you'd like.
Well, more limes in the water means more, well, more meat.
You see, for a very split second, the glit in his glass, it goes, oh, splendid. I actually did a fair bit of fishing myself. I think I'm the only one here who actually comes from an island, after all. And Linju is going to join the fishing party.
Hooray!
As it's, what is the intelligence version?
So intelligence, you could either do enchanting casting using your magic, using your intelligence, or you can make traps or nets.
I'm gonna go with the traps/nets because I like to imagine Linju tried enchantment fishing one time, and then when he cooked it, he could taste the residual feeling of magic, and it disgusted him. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it like that. And that would be the same thing as just an intelligence check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's another +5. Oh shit, 10.
And Xander's aura will bump it up.
But it's just a standard check, right?
Yes.
Actually, can I cast guidance on myself? Because I do have access to that.
That will work, yeah.
Alright. Alright, 3.
Okay. Linju, as you... describe what your traps look like.
I'm gonna say, well, first off, like, are we just on the side of the beach or whatever?
Basically.
Alright, so I'm gonna say Linju goes out to get, like, a series of twigs, you know, and then he's gonna go over to the water, like, they're, like, really long twigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he, like, goes to the edge of the beach and, like, digs them into the sand so they're all sticking out of the water. And then he's gonna use that as a base to basically construct, like, a net trap, like a large-scale net trap. Like, it's like one of those, like, crab traps, but, like, on the side of the beach.
Essentially, when the fish will look for the food, they'll swim past the gate, and they'll proceed to be
Exactly.
inside there.
Exactly.
Alright. You place down your trap. The way traps work is that it does take a little bit of time for it to fill. However, it means you can catch multiple fish after a session.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, don't mind me.
So were you just like getting some sun here at the library, or?
Well, really, I actually wasn't here at the library at first. I actually overheard from a few of the guild members that you all went out to get fishing, and when I heard that, well, you could potentially bring a hole back for me to cook tonight, I figure I might as well take a look at it myself. But of course I wanted to dress appropriately, you see.
I mean, fair enough.
So yeah, do we go like a whole turn before we find out what Linju got?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, it is now Bluebell's turn.
Yeah!
All right. I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can catch that shark again.
No.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
Bluebell.
Oh no.
As he launches out his line, Ari, a little void like portal appears like beneath the line, and that fucking shark just dips up, snaps at the line, and cuts it, and dips back down.
Well, now I can show you how to fix the line. Yeah.
Do you think he heard me?
I wouldn't rule out the possibility.
Just everyone's staring at it's like the shark was just there.
A long, long silence fills the void.
As the shark is sinking back into the ground, you hear Lumen like mutter something at the shark that just sounds like eldritch hissing noises. Basically, he called the shark a little bitch as it left.
You hear a guttural, abyssal sound back in the back of your mind, Luminous, as you hear back. Your mom's a bitch.
I wouldn't know, so ha.
God.
So, as Bluebell is like, okay, I think I'm done trying to fish for the shark.
Good. Now let me help you put the line back on.
Yeah, it takes a little time, but you managed to get him a new line. Lumen,
Uh-oh.
how would you like to go fishing one more time?
Hell yeah. I technically skipped last round. I don't know if that entered into this at all. But,
Right. We'll just keep going. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll. How would you like this? How would you like to do this?
I think he's really enjoying how much freedom and mobility he has underwater, so he's just gonna go like deep sea diving again. Gonna try and like he gets all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, and then he does like a little thunder thing, which causes his body to wiggle, and he does like that. I don't know if you've ever seen like a deep sea skate when it goes underwater, but it just vibrates in place really quickly, and it sinks straight into the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And he does that. He's basically gonna like hide under a layer of sand and wait for something that he can lash out at.
Alrighty, this will be another one of those stealth fishing. So give me another dexterity save.
Save. All right. I don't have dex. Oh wow, I rolled shit. Okay.
You look around, and since you're at the bottom of this beach, you realize there's a lot of trash that's kind of drifted up and landed on the shoreline here. You don't really see anything that's really noteworthy, unfortunately.
Yeah. If we were adding proficiency like last time, it'd be a 10, but I think that's still way too low to get anything.
Unfortunately.
Alrighty.
Ari,
Yes.
it's now your turn. You help Bluebell get his line sorted out, and you look towards the water.
Again, where the void shark was, it just turn and then throw that way, away from where it was.
All right.
This would be plus 5, so it's 24.
Alrighty. 24. You definitely get that is a successful fishing check. Go ahead and give me a D100.
No.
Alrighty.
We're gonna have to roll D100's next like battle episode and roll like 6.
1.
Okay. Let's see. Page 87. Okay. Once again, Ari, that instinct of yours is kicking in. And just instinctively you realize you caught another lunker.
Oh boy. Please just be a big fish. Please don't have void powers. Please don't have, like, magic. Just be a fish.
You hear a splash in the water. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Cool. Whoa, what?
What was that?
That's the soundboard.
Oh!
I've been meaning to use it for these whenever you guys catch, like, certain things.
Yeah. Thought about doing that too for thing. Alright, this is still with, Xander's aura, right?
Yep, +5.
34?
That's definitely a success. The DC is 20.
Did it roll
Brace
again?
yourselves.
Do I have to roll again?
Let's see. Yes, you need 2 successes. But this is your last attempt before it escapes.
Oh no.
Do it. You've got perma rage, right? You just
I do actually have perma rage. Persistent rage, but yeah. It's also dubious canon, so it doesn't matter that much.
Once again, you're the most powerful thing on these shores when it comes to physical strength. This is nothing. You managed to rip this thing out of the water, and with another splash, you managed to catch. You catch this massive 250-pound large fish called the moon marlin.
Oh shit. Marlin? Fuck.
oh, this is Marlon Wayne.
This is a
Oh god, he comes back!
This is a sizable, slender, pearl white fish, roughly the length of a traveling cart. This is a sharply pointed horn at the top of its head. It is adorned with scales that constantly emit a gentle moonlight. With its sharp horn, this creature hunts under the moon's light, spearing its prey into submission and then consuming them whole. This is said to be said to be blessed by a magical patron of the moon. This fish is said to obey the call of a higher power and helps keep the shores safe from underwater threats. As you pull this marlin out, you do realize that on its horn there are several of those jawfish. Those jawbone fishes on its horn.
Oh shit.
However, this fish does have a boon. As you manage to pull it out, that eerily instinct kind of kicks in again. It looks towards you with this almost holy radiance. Understanding that it has been caught and by fisherman's right is yours to keep. But it does offer an exchange. If you release it, it'll grant you a boon.
What's the boon?
If released right after caught, the moon marlin will grant the angler enchanted dark vision for 10 days. During that duration, the angler can now see up to an extra 60 feet in the dark, including magical darkness.
I've lived this long without dark vision. Try another offer.
It sweats.
I'm like the only human in a party of all dark vision people. You're gonna have to be a bit better than that.
The DM doesn't really enforce dark vision issues at all.
I know, but...
Yeah, Elias fighting for his life in the courtroom that one time would beg to differ. You not enforcing dark vision shit.
This Marlin... Well, I mean, that's the offer it makes. It accepts the fact that you can indeed just take it. I mean, it's a fish. It offers one boon, and that's it.
You said it serves a higher power. Can't some moon goddess come down and like?
All right, I'll roll for moon goddess shenanigans. This moon Marlin, it looks up towards the fucking midday sky. It's like, oh, my god is not here.
I mean, there's the moon up there. It's like that. How you can see it during the daytime. Oh god.
Fuck it, okay.
We don't have to actually really do that much if we don't want to, but...
You watch this thing's eyes as it looks up. You follow it towards the sky, and like a fucking meteor hurling towards you, and into the shoreline next to you, lands a stone.
Oh.
It is a moon tear.
Ooh.
Here?
This brilliant blue stone is in the shape of a teardrop and said to have come from the moon.
Okay.
This particular stone can be used as a gemstone that is worth, material component-wise, as the replacement of any, like, gem requirement sacrifice. So you got your Revivify, Raise Dead, whatever the cost. It's basically a free use.
Neat.
It can also be used to evolve a lot of fairy types.
The Moon Marlin just kind of looks at that and looks at you, is like, eh?
I just pick up the rock and I'm like, get out of here.
Splash, 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 splash. It does leave behind 3 of those jawbone fish behind as well.
I'm starting to think we should just get takeout tonight.
Linju, like, slowly comes into frame behind Ari as he says this.
Yeah.
Someone has to cook it. It's all right.
Yeah, Lumen just looked at the thing that you got and been like, so, we're trying to fish for food, right?
That's what the plan was.
I thought that's what we were
Can you
doing.
smell what the rock is cooking?
Why'd you have to go there, man?
Because I knew it would inflict psychic damage on you specifically.
It's not like it's a hard thing for you to do. Let's be real.
Well, as you all are debating on the outcome of today's fishing session, Xander throws out his line once again. Alright, that's a pass. Come on, Xander. Just get a normal fish.
19! 19! Yeah!
I want you to listen very close, because this will probably be the first and only time we're ever going to be cheering for these kinds of numbers.
It feels like the end scene of The Incredibles where they're cheering the kid on to do mediocre. He starts going too fast. You're like, wait, no, slow down.
Slow down, yeah. It's a good movie.
Okay. It's one attempt only. Xander is gonna yank back with all his might as he feels the tug. With Sunny's aura still active, he will actually get this.
Does your aura not affect yourself?
Well, that's a bonus.
Or are you stacking them? Oh, cool.
Let's see, page 101. He managed to pull out a spike fish.
Everybody holds on for dear life. It's like, oh god, now what?
It's a little dinky fish. It's only 4 pounds.
Insight check.
This oval-shaped fish with a slimy green exterior that is dotted with sharp metallic spikes, which are similar to daggers. When calm, the fish swims as normal, with its spikes restricted into its body. However, if angered or disturbed, the fish balloons outwards, and its spikes shoot in a wide berth, attempting to maim anything within its vicinity. In other words, it's a pufferfish.
Yeah.
As Xander's like, oh, well, I hear some people like... I hear that these things can be harvested for either their daggers or, well, I've been told that the meat is actually quite exquisite, as long as you don't use the organs. Here, the organs are quite poisonous.
Yeah.
He'll put it into its own little bucket. There's just a row of buckets that you guys have had to put down.
Yeah.
You can't
And
place
for no
these-
reason, you...
Yeah.
Oh, it's saying, and for no reason, somewhere in the background, you can hear the bass line from the Offspring, Gotta Keep Them Separated playing.
Oh my god.
Why that? Oh, yeah, that's why.
We have so many different fish, and none of them can be left alone with each other.
Yeah, you have to take the wolf and the sack across at the same time, then bring the wolf back to get the chicken.
I suppose that's somewhat of a understanding. All right. Sunny or Linju, I guess, at this point.
Well, before I do anything first, I'm gonna say Linju's gonna check on his hole first.
All right. Give me a 1d6.
Just a 1d6?
Yep.
Alright. 5.
With your trap, you managed to catch at least 5 different fish. We're gonna see what they are. They are on the smaller size because that is what the type of cage you used.
I'm so scared.
For once, they look like normal fish. Or at least they look normal. They do have that reddish hue, as the blood mackerel seem to have wandered into your trap and can't seem to swim their way out. Each one of them is a decent fillet of fish. You understand that their red scales is purely cosmetic and for camouflage here in these red waters.
Hmm.
The meat is delicate and it tastes a whole lot like, well, some say it tastes a lot like flounder.
Okay. Is that everything on it?
That's everything you managed to catch within your trap that you've set.
Alright. I'll say Linchu says, See, we managed to get something very delicious after all. Everybody else is just shell-shocked.
Wouldn't you be the shell-shocked one?
Boo.
But yeah, Sunny is going to, I guess, give another attempt then. Oh god! Oh thank you.
As you go in to set up another trap, unfortunately, the tide starts to pick up, and for a brief moment, just as you're about to set the final twig, the tide rolls in and smashes it. Your trap has been dismantled.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I thought this was Sunny. But yeah, I'll accept that roll either way.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Wait, do I lose my hole?
You'll. With a nat 1, it is a nat 1, unfortunately.
Oh god, no! See, guys! See, everyone! It was alright!
Linju is on his full turtle mode. He's on his back of his shell as he's being swept out to sea.
I'm adept at swimming, I swear!
Oh god.
Has to swing onto his. He has to swing himself back on right side up so he can start swimming his way back.
God.
But it's now Bluebell's turn. As he says, "All right, I'm gonna give it one last shot before, I guess, calling it." Okay. Once again, Bluebell begins to ring a little ditty as he begins to string his lute. Let's roll D100. 19. He continues to strum his lute, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's anything catching with a 19. He says, well, they have been causing a lot of stir. Stirring up a lot of the water. Wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff just cleared out at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Lumen.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Bro.
I'm surprised that there's even fish that survive down here, considering the things that we've seen.
Rogue.
But he's going to switch up his tactic a little bit. He's still going to be deep sea fishing, but he's going to throw out a few dancing lights and have them sort of flit around him, and he's basically going to try and do like angler fishing. See if he can entice anything into coming within range so he can snap at it.
Okay.
Kind of like daze him with the light and then snag him.
This will be a charisma. Since you're deliberately using your magic, it's gonna have to be a charisma check.
Okay. Is it just flat charisma, or do I get anything for it? Like, no persuasion since I'm trying to entice him?
I'll say make it a charisma save, because you are
Okay.
you are proficient with your spells.
Okay. I have a good bonus, but I still roll like crap.
Alright, that is. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Purple. 88.
Alright. 88. Da. Alright. as you're waiting for something to approach, you see something approach. It's relatively... Actually, let me read the description before I start running my mouth.
Don't for clownfish.
Make sure it's not gonna scar us.
Okay. This thing is... Okay. You managed to see this pretty sizable fish. It's pretty robust. And you're quite confident if you give yourself a check, you may be able to catch it. Go ahead and give me another charisma save.
Wish me luck, Jonas. I would love that nat 20, but okay. 23 is still good.
Unfortunately, a 23 is a fail.
Really?
The DC is 24.
No, there's nothing I can do to boost this.
You're too far away to get your paladin bonuses, unfortunately. And I don't think there's anything
Yeah, but
you
does
can
my
do
blood profile boost it?
Sorry, what?
Does my +2 focus do anything in this situation?
+2 focus.
Yeah, I've got Bloodwell Vial.
I'll say no, unfortunately. The Bloodwell does not specifically apply to fishing checks.
This is us after the fishing trip.
But this is a magic check to basically attack this thing, so. Since I already lured it, now I'm just fighting it.
Alright. I'll allow it this one time, but in the future it more than likely won't count. Because specifically between catching fish and attacking them are two separate things, as this book does specify that.
Fair enough.
But I'll allow it this time.
Yeah, I just figured his method of catching it basically to like shock it into submission because he doesn't have any other tools on him.
Alright, you clamp onto this thing and you begin to pull your best eel impression. This rotund fish begins to flail about as it tries to buck you off. You need to succeed succeed twice, but you only have 3 attempts. Go ahead and give me another roll.
Oh gosh, and there's nothing I can do to boost myself for the next ones. Oh, question. If I funnel sorcery point into this, basically I'm basically using it like I'm doing the amplify magic thing to force disadvantage on the creature. Would that give me anything for this attack? Since, as I said, I'm basically trying to shock it into submission.
I will say you're trying your best to use your sorcerer magic, and there are certain skills that allow certain types of fishing that would apply. So we'll say that you're applying whirlpool fishing. This would roll a d6, and it will lower the DC by that much.
Okay.
Alright, the new DC is 19.
Alright, so I need to roll at least a 9, so I've got a 50-50 chance of this. Doink. No, that's not going to do it.
29.
Oh, wait.
That is your second succession. With a massive hearty zap, you manage to knock it unconscious enough for you to potentially get it out of the water.
Right.
Oh, wait, hold up.
So, uh-oh.
Mhm.
This fish actually has a special ability called Searing Escape. Once per encounter, if the angler were to succeed against a catch DC, this fish can begin to use its searing plates and attempt to escape. Catch DC. All right, it bumps it up its DC to 29, but we'll keep that -5. Okay, then yeah, it doesn't really matter. You still managed to beat it because you managed to counteract it. In short, it had its own built-in shield, but because you rolled so high, it becomes irrelevant.
Oh God!
You managed to catch this robust fish called the chef fish.
Ooh.
This long,
Like-
robust fish is about 200 pounds, and has curly little whiskers on its mouth. On its body, there are 3 hard, almost plate-like scales on each side of its body that can also generate massive amounts of heat. It uses them to stun, kill, and subsequently sear its prey until it's softened and ready to be eaten. Ironically, the meat of the chef fish has a strange texture and makes it less than desirable as a meal, but its heated plates are prized by weapons and armor smiths.
Yeah. So, I wonder if we can use the plate to make, like, a fancy magic skillet for Linju.
Hey, what magic skill?
Yeah, basically just like a fancy magic skillet that you can, like, use it anywhere to cook. It's like without needing a cook fire.
Get Lumen a George Foreman.
Can I have Linju roll like either like an insight or an arcana check to see like how much residual magic would be like put into anything that I put in the skillet?
Arcana.
Oh, I just figured it would be like a biological effect.
Well, yeah, but he has to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go roll an Arcana within you.
Alright.
I will help you with that if you'll let me.
Help plus guidance.
Sorry, I meant to say, like, he wants to make sure he's not cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be with advantage and with plus 1 to 4. So the first one's 21. The second one's a 27. And then guidance 30.
So, the chef fish's plates, they are heated up by a gland within the chef fish. However, the metal plates on its body are extremely thermoconductive. As a result, they make amazing, like, cast iron pans. Take this.
I'm gonna
on the
look over. Yeah.
If you manage to take this to a blacksmith, you could get yourself probably one of the most higher end and best pans you can buy with actual money.
I'm going to look over to Lumen as Linju. Walk over him. Because I'm so much taller than him, it seems like the sun is being blotted out as I get closer. As I look down straight at him with the fish, and I go, how much?
I'm really not doing any of this for money, so if you want it, you can have it. I'm in it for the thrill of the hunt.
Just like immediately snatch. Whoops. And then it's just like he's holding on to it for dear life.
There is absolutely no way Lumen can lift this himself, so you're basically tug-of-warring with the Bigby's hand until Lumen tells it to let go.
Yeah. Just so I remember, all the stuff that I caught in my trap is gone, right?
No, you still have it.
Okay. Then yeah, you're gonna see Linju, like, completely, like, as soon as the Big B's hand lets go. You're gonna see Linju immediately, like, grab the fish, hold onto it with, like, both arms wrapped around it, and then, like, hightail it across the beach.
What you don't know is that that fish was worth 2,040 gold.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Put that on the scorecard, but
I mean, I can give you the money. I know you've been hurting for money for a while.
no. So, full disclosure, the item that Lumen was saving for so long that was ridiculously freaking expensive
Mm-hmm.
was Cloak of the Manta Ray, and he bought that after the Travincis mission, which is why he's been able to do all this really ridiculous deep sea shenanigans.
Nice.
That's cool.
Ari, it's now your turn.
Oh, boy.
Maybe you'll get a normal fish.
With the frizz, no way.
So what's a +5 to that? So 21? Yeah, 20.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's a pass. Go ahead and roll a d100.
God damn it.
I like that you got a really, really good roll. I just go, God damn it.
It's like,
We're just so numb now.
it's like, what the fuck?
I've become so.
Like, this is absurd.
This is what happened last time.
I know.
Okay, so good thing. Here's the thing. The great void shark can't be caught twice in 1 year.
Yeah.
The Noi Noi can also not be caught in the same year.
Okay.
We've rolled those numbers like twice now.
Which means there's only one left, so I hope you're ready for this.
I know.
God.
What's the dragon koi he was talking about earlier?
No. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Oh god. Alright. Are you gonna reach for that?
I
It
mean,
would not have dropped.
I have persistent rage.
A critical success is 2 successes.
Yeah.
And now he needs one more.
You need
Right.
one more. You have 4 more attempts to get one more. The DC is 28.
There you go. I got it.
Okay. Oh god, Sunny at this point just has his rapier ready to pump in the biggest fucking smite he can, just in case this thing is an abomination.
We're having fun. It's just like, good lord.
This is just a really good bit.
It's like, what does this fishing trip become?
Is this what being level 16 is like?
You managed to... Your line sank to the bottom and it got tugged. And you managed to rip it out. And coming onto the shore is this massive fuck-off oyster.
Oyster.
Oh, okay.
It is,
Alright, that's not
it is pitch black
horrifying.
and covered in a bunch of mollusks that shimmer like jet black and charcoal hue.
Okay. Alright.
It radiates a gentle hum.
I'm gonna get guilt tripped with this one too.
Sunny will tentatively pull the rapier back.
Alright, I'll go. See if it's gonna talk first, and then maybe pry it open.
As you draw closer, its gentle hum turns into a very soft, gentle melody as you approach.
All right.
Do you open it?
Yep.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Oh boy, just a flat.
Flat d20.
6. Now we get the low numbers.
Within this oyster, there is unfortunately no pearl.
Oh no.
It would have been the size of my head.
However,
Uh-huh.
it's still an oyster. That's basically big enough for you to carry with both hands. There's enough oyster. I mean, this is a oyster like dish all in its own.
Well,
Uh,
dinner.
To make it clear, if you were rolled an 18 or a 20, 18 to 20, there would have been a pearl worth 1,000 GP.
Wow. Oh, food. This is what we wanted. Yeah.
Yeah!
That's the point of D&D, being able to live out the fantasy that you'd never have in real life. So Lumen is going to go buck wild on that oyster.
You let Lumen, or you let Linju wash it out first, so it's not so salty.
Well,
After
Lindsay
Hiko gets that pan.
Yeah, Lindsay ran off, so we'll just put it in the bucket for now.
Yeah,
For the sake
I
of
forget.
argument-
You have sending, right?
I'm sure we can send a message to you somehow.
Yeah, Lumen does that for me.
Yeah.
So I
And-
assume you tell him that.
We got one! Yeah!
You just hear in your brain all of a sudden, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Right.
I will
And just a-
say, yeah.
Oh, just a minor retcon. Before Linju completely absconded with the fish, Lumen's going to insist on getting another, biggest catch photo.
Only if he's holding on to it.
Diego reappears. It's like, okay, I'm gonna start charging you by the picture now. All right.
So the picture is Lumen floating there with two big thumbs up, the big bead hand holding the fish above the ground so that everyone can see it, and Linju clinging to it like a koala.
Yeah.
All right. Xander's gonna get one last line out. Tosses out. All right, that's a success. D100. Three. Eventually, Xander does give up. He pulls in his line and says, "You know, I'm starting to think that this fishing spot is all worn out.
It's all washed up.
Besides, I think we've gotten more than enough fish to keep us satisfied tonight."
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't a total bust. Did Bluebell have fun? This is why he had the most fun.
Oh yeah. I feel like he was the only one in character that had fun. Everybody else got scarred for life.
Think for yourself. Lumen has been in ultra violence mode and loving every second of it.
Bluebell hooks himself onto Ari's arm and says, "Can we go fishing next week too?"
Sure. We'll find a different spot. Maybe don't have too many things like that pop up.
I will go ahead and say,
Yeah.
to try and lift everyone's spirits, Linju is gonna do his absolute best to make something really good out of this. So, I guess I'll roll a cook utensils check.
Go
Do I
ahead.
get anything special added to this with the kind of stuff that we got?
I will say, because you yourself specialize in comfort food, but also grew up in Poco, so you have a specialty towards fish.
A double specialty.
I will say you will have advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
I was also going to have Lumen help to give advantage if that was possible.
Okay,
And-
so yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say no to one more go around for Lumen. Just can I skip
Round
the
it
turn
off.
there in the middle?
Oh, right.
That's right, yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, you do that first.
Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing he did last time, which was pull out the anglerfish and basically try and bait anything that he can into coming at him,
Alright.
because that was fun. Doink, it was charisma bonus. Oh, that's not bad. That's low, but
Alright, it's a success. Give me a D100.
okie doke. Hey, there's a good, healthy, low roll.
As you're waiting around, eventually something starts to drift into view. You get ready to pounce. It's a little on the smaller side, but I don't know. You crave violence. You want to see blood in the water. Blood for the Lord God.
Before Lumen jumped in the water this last time, he druid crafted a very pointy stick, puts it between his teeth, and then ties a headband around, and just jumps in.
Then you strike. You stab at thee. You stab at it. And you stab. And stab it again. And stab it again. And it's another fucking Speedo.
Yeah, Lumen just kind of looks like it's like, this is way too small for me. Maybe one of the other guys will like it.
It's got holes in it now.
It's
some
part of
people
the
like that.
it's part of the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Nothing little Menden can't fix.
What's the design on it? It's just waterlogged now too.
I mean, Speedos are inherently waterproof.
But yeah, but you know what I mean.
This Speedo, the last one you managed to pick up was a bright red rocket red. This one seems to have more of a goldish hue to it.
Neat.
But
Do
yeah,
does Ara recognize it again? Is it another of the gym pros?
give another perception check.
19.
Yeah, those guys just can't keep their fucking Speedos on. You think that they deliberately do it just so that they can, you know, parade around a little bit.
Keep telling them to get a size bigger. I mean, I know it shows off more, but like, it keeps snapping. You should just like go up a size already. Come on.
They're just like, oh no, I lost my Speedo. How embarrassing. Wiggle.
Oh my god!
When an
Like
exhibitionist
an army of
like,
trained.
go on, sorry.
I was saying there's like an army of trained dogs on the beach just designed to copper tone everybody that comes by.
When an exhibitionist like get turned off by someone just no selling their humiliation or whatever. Oh no, I lost my Speedo. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Gotta work for it. But yeah, Linju, go ahead and roll for your cooking utensils.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll with advantage. This is a +10 to this, and I'm also gonna give myself guidance. So I'm gonna roll the 2d20s first.
You've broken your oath.
Well, no, I'm guiding my hands.
You've used magic to help you cook. You are an oath breaker.
I'm not using magic to make things better.
You're not using Presto to make it taste better.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or heroes.
Yeah, that's the difference. I'm casting magic on myself, not the food. But yeah, so that's a 15. So +10 is 25. And then 27.
Alright, with a 27, Linju, you make a veritable feast of the sea. Most of those blade jaws you manage to fillet open, kind of keeping the bone, like filleting it in a way where the meat is like sprayed out, and you're using some of the actual like jaw, like dagger like teeth as like skewers, like toothpicks, to where you actually pick it apart. You sear it delicately and glaze it with a soy sauce reduction, so it's just this almost eel-like consistency, which is like very savory, but just a hint of sweetness. Many of the blood mackerels that you managed to deep fry a little bit. a little bit of panko, a little bit of oil, very neutral flavors.
Mhm.
You rely mostly on the texture of it rather than the flavor, since the flavor itself was very mild. But with a little bit of spice and deep frying, anything becomes better. As the
Yeah.
main piece, you have the grim oyster that has been sautéed in its own juices, drained of most of its the sand and salt, but it's just this buttery and very decadent, like almost flan, but a little bit firmer consistency. But it just has this almost salty and savory flavor that you could just cut like butter and just eat right then and there. Surrounding it in a circular motion are the crab claws from these spindle crabs. Each one had a huge crusher claw that's been broken and ready for the meat to be picked clean, and also the pincer claws that have been also neatly arranged along with the legs to spray out, to spread out in a almost sun pattern. On both sides of the grim oyster, there are the crab heads that have been cored out and used as bowls and actually, infuse their crab-like flavors into a rice dish that you managed to make. I do believe. What else did you guys catch? That was released. Oh, you can't really do anything with the chef fish. Its flavor isn't all that great, but you do send off the plates to be turned into actual, pans.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do I get any, bonuses to my tools as a result of that?
I will get back to you on that, but you will have advantage when it comes to certain cooking. When you're cooking utensils acquire.
Things that require heat.
Yeah.
Nice.
As for the solar snapper that you managed to acquire, it itself is also not much for food. It's mostly meant for cosmetics. It's basically a natural mirror that can be sold off. But you do manage to figure something out with the scales, as you kind of use the scales as almost like fine china. And I do believe that is all the different types of fish that you managed to catch that you didn't end up releasing.
The ones that didn't scar us too much.
Does it at least brighten everybody up at the end of the day?
Oh yeah, I'm sure
100%. This meal is like... Sorry, Zeal, I know that you can't... shellfish is something you can't ever really enjoy because of allergies, but it's really fucking good. There's... I lack the ability to describe what shellfish taste like without describing, shellfish. But this mix of the natural sea salt, despite the reddish hue, there's no sense of the iron that they've, the high iron concentration in the water. Not a hint of that remains. It simply has this luscious red hue throughout all the meat. And that's, relatively raw.
Yeah.
But yeah. With that in mind, I do believe that is a good time for us to close it. This would be our normal time where we stop. I do hope you guys had fun despite the crazy descriptions.
We did. It was just really funny how it just kept happening.
Honestly, fucking shark. Screw the shark. The fucking jester fish. God. Why does it have hands?
Are there pictures of these things in that book?
Some of them have pictures. Thank God the jester fish doesn't have one. I feel like that would be like that would be too much.
I feel like the jesterfish reminds me of the crazy floating head clown doctor in Chrono Trigger.
Oh god, yeah, fucking Nornstein Beckler, I think, or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah. I can't remember what the dude's called, but I'm trying to see. It was like, yeah, Nornstein Beckler.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't just making that up. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well. As for boons, we'll see if any of them come into play next week.
Dragon Ball Z.
I did make a note of them, so yeah.
Yeah, I know this is canon adjacent, but what was the orb of memory that you mentioned? I tried to Google it, and I only got like a homebrew page that wasn't anywhere official.
It is indeed a homebrew thing. Oh, well, I suppose I can just read off the description. Crystal ball of memory. It's in the junk. Should give me a description. Crystal ball, crystal ball.
Crystal ball, crystal ball.
All right. The description of this is a crystal. This is a clear crystal ball. When gazing into it, one sees the happiest moment of their childhood. Lumen, what is the happiest moment of your childhood?
He shakes it a few times and shrugs, I think it's broken.
Oh no!
Oh,
No!
super fucking sad, dude. Come on. I mean, it doesn't say it has to be a happy moment. It just has to be the happiest.
I think it's something extremely like nondescript and chill. Like he's just kind of like reclining in a hammock like outside of town, just like soaking in the silence and just being very chill.
You look like you're just watching a lo-fi vid. And you think to yourself, wow, I didn't really do anything when I was a kid.
Oh no.
Because I've lost control of my life.
I joke, but I think Illumin's probably had a very, very nondescript and very chill life up until fairly recently.
I mean,
Yeah, I could see that.
rather, totally real, I would rather have a boring life than a really fucked up life.
Yeah, 100%.
I made a joke about Lumen knowing his mom, and that was mostly because I literally had not made any conclusions about him having. I think I mentioned to Gray that I don't envision him actually having parents because I kind of have like this idea in my head that the fairy colony is very communal, and so there's not really a like direct lineage type thing. So I don't even know if they've got parents in the traditional sense. So
It takes a village to raise a child type of deal.
yeah,
It's like, it's very much a, okay, who fucked last night? Okay? Alright, we're gonna make note that you guys don't make any more babies. When you're done, put them over here, put them with the other little tinker tots. We'll sort them out later. But yeah, I'm gonna end the recording. Bye, YouTube.
yeah.
Bye.